Hey, it's been a while at least. Maybe like for 3 or 4 weeks, more or less, or even more. If we try to exclude the last video that I've uploaded. So yeah, I'll try to browse the web again at this point. We'll see if I'll go with year 2003, maybe. I've just tried to test out the processor for a moment, and it suddenly broke. I had no idea what was the cause, but I assume it's most likely due to the database being like too big. So I'll probably have to figure out the better way for caching stuff in the future. In the meantime, well, I will just ran this screensaver quickly, so I don't actually keep playing the same screensaver over and over. It's one of the usual ones that you could get with Shaver and X screens, and well, kind of plain how to say, visual effects. I don't know if you can even see, like everything is still so pixelated. I mean, the background is pixelated in this case. The fish in here is like very, how to say, very small. Like the effects are like somehow like drawn, like vector styled, but only the photo itself, like the background, is literally like JPEG overall. But yeah, enough about the screensaver. We'll get back to the browsing the web, if possible, and if something doesn't break, like it did like maybe 5 minutes before I actually started streaming. So let me go back to Google and go back to the directories. Unless you suggest something else, with a note that YouTube won't allow you to post links, actual URLs. So try to just like type down maybe the name of the website in some way. I don't know. Just so it's just in a way that it doesn't actually identify as URL, maybe. Unless it's still broken. Okay, it's fine. Apparently it's broken, which can't figure out why the hell it is. Wait a second. No, I think it's because they added like those parameters, and that's something that was not actually cached in, or I screwed up something in here. I have no idea. Just a note, Logan, listener, this is Internet Explorer 5, or more precisely 5.50 41340600. Like much older than Internet Explorer 6 in this case. Because that's basically the browser that I was using when I had Windows Me on my first PC overall. So now let me see what I could pick. We'll go with religion, maybe like something about Christianity, if that's even possible, or is something again broken. I just like opened like a few pages and oh wait, that's literally not found. Okay, it's not just so basically the religion part is literally gone from the directory in this case. People are still in here. Okay, let's see if we can still stick to something religious, so Christianity at least. So hopefully will be something useful in there. I don't know many of those people. Okay, I know Mother Teresa and all that stuff. Like I was like Christian maybe when I was born, but since their own actually went, how to say, crazy with religion to the point of not making the like ethnical sense of it, I've just abandoned everything and just went atheist in this case. Like, not officially, but technically I did. This already sounds very awkward, so I'll try to skip that. And let's see for this one. The Cardinal Ratzinger Fan Club. Theologian and Prefect of Oh, it has moved. Ratzinger Fan Club. Okay, move. So what's this place? The Cardinal had... Wait. Ratzinger Fan Club. Reach the board, be urgent in the season and out of season, convince, rebuke, and exhort. Be unfailing in patience and in teaching. So just few quotes from the Bible, I guess. I didn't even read the Bible. That's kind of very... How do you even say that? I mean, it's not a long story. It's like made up of like a set of multiple books, but the whole literature is very long. I cannot even call it literature. Maybe more of a fable if there are like some kind of crazy stories in there already. It's a very long context. I cannot fully like believe the Bible, but I can still like rely on some quotes that are kind of ethnically fine in this case. So, Joseph Cardinal Ratzinger is head of the Catholic Church's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, whose mission is to promote and safeguard the doctrine on the faith and morals throughout the Catholic world. By John Paul I. So what's this? Wait, that's the Vatican site? Wait, and that's Vatican domain, VA. Just a moment, let me just launch another browser with. So that's basically just Chromium on another how to say operating system. So let me just go back to Google in here. Okay, I need to check the... Oh, dear God. Is this even broken? Ah, so backspace literally wrecks the navigation in this case. So yeah, Vatican City actually has the TLD for actually the top level domain for their own, how to say, for the internet. So basically they have own domain in this case, which is something that actually they didn't even know. Very rare and basically not even available for registration. So yeah, we're stuck with that. And this is much more of a yada yada stuff then. What's on their website either way? So this should be like the official Vatican City's website. In German, English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. Okay, we will check English. Just to note, as it's quite hot in Croatia for months and days, I'm already kind of tired at this point. Like everything is hot in my room, and I don't have any kind of better way to chill except for having well, the air conditioner being on, but it's currently turned off because it will actually have a lot of noise, so I've had it off. Just note, Logan, I didn't actually use any auto patching for Windows 98, so this is basically very outdated version of Windows in this case. I mean, even if you try to consider like making how to say, so this is basically just like Windows 98 second edition without any extra updates. So that's basically it. So no security measures unless they were already patched by second edition or whichever upgrade in that case that I've done while setting everything up. Can I actually see if this can be... Oh, that's fine. The Roman Curie. So this looks quite fine. I mean, if you try to align the size for it, it could be kind of fine. Like, we can keep it like this, maybe. So what's here? Vatican Secret Archives. So what do I actually have hidden in here? Singers, collections, historical documents of the Vatican Secret Archives. It's everything in Italian though. Oh god. So we cannot even see the secrets in English in this case. Oh. So I have no idea what's this. The whole, how to say, this should be like a snapshot. No, that's like a scan of the book. From 1.15. Yeah, I have no idea what's the actual book in the question here or what it even says. But this is something already more too much that I can handle. I assume this is like basically like promoting it for the CD, like promoting the CD of those secrets, like on a CD in this case. But the price of that seems to be like 100 euros, which is quite a lot for a plain CD, which might have at least maybe 700 megabytes of stuff. But it's possible that it could be even lower, depending on how much they stuff into it. Yeah, I shouldn't like stay in here for a while. Is there anything more special in here? So, what do I have for the television of news services? RAM, weekly news, information. Wait, do they have archives in this case? So what's this? Ah, damn it. I was kind of hope that there will be some kind of like footage that could be like stored to watch, but usually it's always, how to say, inaccessible. So everyone seems to have stored all the how to say multimedia content into RAM file, which is basically real media format for streaming format. Basically, it just contains a link to the actual stream link, and from there I think everything is being streamed on. So basically, we cannot actually watch any archive of Vatican television in this case. I don't think even in the radio is in the question. Like, there is radio on live, but I don't think that's kind of working. Like, I can... Yeah, that's still on RAM and that cannot work. Wait. I just have to wonder if that can actually work like that, or... Where's the real media in here? I've actually set up this end, and I even have no idea what's put anywhere in here. Oh god, I'm even lost at this point. So yeah, this heat stroke is probably already killing me. And yeah, this is not working. Yeah, I'll go back to this. So yeah, not much in here. Celebration state. Okay, let's check prayer for peace. I did actually like watch like maybe a bit of like Vatican television, but it's just basically just a stream, just a camera located on at the censor, and nothing more. I have no idea how it's how the censor is even called. So So I'm kind of calling it like that. Is this like the, how to say, what's this? Peace on earth, which all men of every era have most eagerly yearned for, can be firmly established and sustained only if the order laid down by God be dutifully observed. Psalm in Tervis, so that should be like rest in peace, I think. Psalm in Tervis. Actually, let me translate that. Let me go back to the actual web and see if we can translate that. White lays the option, but I don't think that can actually. I think I can copy and paste, so we'll go like this. So that's, oh, that's piece of earth. So I literally went. So I literally mistranslated that. I didn't even realize. There's a lot, just like a bunch of text, so nothing more special. They don't seem to have anything more like those like extra features that usual commercial sites would have, like the wallpapers and all that. But even though some of that could be even used as a wallpaper. Okay, let's see if this can actually be set as wallpaper. Yeah, that kind of fits for more religious PC. I don't know if there's any better option. And it's just plain simplified. Maybe on the sitemap we can actually find more stuff, but it's very large. What did they even use? Okay, that's a quite broken script. I mean, the broken HTML for a bit. Or I'm not even sure at this point. Wait. No, it's fine. I'm just kinda lost. Yeah, nothing more special. I mean, it's kind of fine unless you consider like having a bit of stuff broken. It's, oh, so this. Oh, so this is kind of like a liturgical year sorted by like specific, how to say, specific times. So for Advent, Christmas, what's Lent? Is Lent supposed to be like something like New Year? I guess. Yeah, just split in few in. Wait, it's split on like in 6 parts. It seems. So starting with Lent, Easter, uh, Pentecost. What's the schedule in here? Solemnity of Pentecost. Can I actually find something about that? Wait, how do I go to Google in this case? Oh, ah, damn it. That's not what I wanted. I still need to fix the damn browser version in this case. I only set it up to my to to have it like a one single window without any extra content, but even that doesn't seem to work well. So Pentecost. So what's that? Oh. I didn't even remember that in English. Visual creation is like what it's called. Do we really? Ah, never mind. And ordinary time is like summertime at this point. So there should be like nothing specific. But yeah, let's skip this and find something else. So we were stuck like at the Cardinal Ratzinger fan club, and we just jump into this. Catholic books, movies, and more. Let's see that. Wait, it's going to redirect it most likely, which won't work, so we'll have to manually enter it. So it's ignatius.com. We might find some extra stuff from there. Oh wait, we cannot. So that's already dead. Literally not possible, or yeah, no. Okay, go back to this. Is anything in here? Okay, okay, it's World Fan 2011. Thanks for watching still. It's even difficult to me to even speak. Like, it's still so hot that I'm out of focus. Even though I'm usually out of focus all the time, but this is kind of like more out of focus. More news. Cardinal Ratzinger named Vice Dean of College of Cardinals. The prefect of Congregation doctrine of the Doctrine of the Faith has been elected Vice Dean of the College of the Cardinals. He succeeds Cardinal Agostino Castaroli, who died on June 9th. And yada yada yada. What about the biography? So who is that guy? Oh, that's too much. Maybe there should be some overview, but let's not just waste the time to read all of that. Congregation is, according to the Vatican website, the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith was founded in 1542 by Pope Paul III, with the constitution listed ab initio, and was originally called the Sacred Congregation of the Universal Inquisition. It was charged with the obligation of defending the Church from heresy. Pope Saint Pius X in 1908 changed the name to the Sacred Congregation of the Holy Office. It received its current name in 1965 with Pope Paul VI. Today, according to Article 48 of the Apostolic Constitution of the Roman Curia, Pastor Bonus, promulgated by the Holy Father John Paul II on June 28, 1988, the duty proper to the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith is to promote and safeguard the doctrine on the faith and morals throughout the Catholic world. For this reason, everything which in any way touches such matter falls within this competence. To assume, like, basically, don't be a fucking jerk, fucking ass, even though you're like Christian, I assume. Oh, what did I open? Oh, just some news. Wait, what's this from? What's Zenit? Seems like some news agency, but oh, seems from Rome. So what's this exactly? Oh, I cannot even know what's that. Maybe in Spanish? Can we know? Okay, we can actually figure out maybe from Spanish, but I do not know Spanish, so let's go with German. Even though I don't know even a lot of German, so oh. So it's just a news agency for Rome. Sorry. Apologies again. I got stuck something in my throat. And they don't have like anything more special, so we'll go with something else. I think our online is just a list of resources. In print, probably just in media. So what about recommended links? The art, oh, can get at most for, wait, what was it? Come on, repeat the image. So get a solid Catholic foundation in 2 years. You can get at most 4-year colleges. Campion College of San Francisco. I have no idea how the colleges even work in the United States still. Okay, let's see if Christian Wake. Elder Streamings. Let's do Divina. Second reading. Latin prayers. Promos, it's Opus Dei. Nothing like something fun. Well, let's see this. Aquinas Cafe. Wait. Yeah, Aquinas Cafe. Oh, it's done for maintenance. Never mind. Okay, let's see. Catholic page for lovers. To the praise of His glory. Ah, yeah. Okay, that already fits for some, how to say, the old web. This should be the Comic Sans, right? Wait, let's just find and see. Yeah, it's in here. So yeah, that's definitely Comic Sans. Wait, what's this made on? I think it was made in front page. Yeah, front page 4.0. An oasis of prayer and beauty in cyberspace, celebrating the romance of orthodoxy. So wait, this is like, how to say? Oh yeah, there's like Catholic and Orthodox Christianity. So yeah, that's also the difference. So the keywords: Catholic, Christian, Orthodox, Jesus Christ, Chesterton, Balthasar, Therese, Little Flower, Prayer, Basis, Evangelization, Pentecost. Okay, nothing like. Oh wait, double A. Is that something like specific or? Let me check. Might not make sense in here, but I don't think there's anything related to that. Or it's either just like test or wait. Manuscript, Scandinavian, graphic literature, known. People. Wait, there's a place called Double A in Estonia and in Indonesia. There's even the name of a river in northern France. Okay, so that's basically something that you will never actually expect in this case. It's just like having a like double A. Wait, there's like some slang for it? Oh, just asking out. No, never mind. So yeah, who would actually expect that you could actually find like two cities with the name double A and the one river named double A? Oh, god damn it. Okay, let's see if we might see something here. Okay, so the absolute low love. Wait, I really have a meltdown today. So the first thing that might strike a non-Christian about the Christian's faith is that it's all too daring. It is too beautiful to be true. The mystery of being unveiled as absolute love, coming down to wash the feet and the souls of its creatures, a love that assumes the whole burden of our guilt and hate, that accepts the accusations that show down all the scorn and contempt that nails down his incomprehensible moment of self-abandonment. All this absolute love accepts in order to excuse his creature before himself. From Hans Urs von Balthasar. Image above, Georges Rouault's Echo Homo. So yeah, so that can also fit for a wallpaper. Maybe. It's maybe too, how to say, too stretchy. It could fit for a vertical monitor. Like these days you can actually get like any kind of a monitor. Just get a VESA, how to say, adapter, get a monitor stand and rotate by 90 degrees. And at that point just apply a wallpaper and apply the resolution so that it actually can rotate properly, and this would actually be fine. You can alternatively like flip this image only and keep the resolution as it is, but then everything else is going to be flipped. So yeah, you have few options depending on what you actually want to put on as a virtual gallery, if you ever want to be into that. So yeah, great is the Lord and highly to be praised. Little is the Lord and greatly to be loved. Welcome to this site, a labor of love begun August 18th, 1986, and is dedicated to all those who have lavished love on me, family, and friends, the best in the world, living and the deceased, and to him whose heart is the font of all love, the heart of the world, Jesus Christ. To him be glory forever. This keeps like sounding like very awkward. Like I cannot say which way exactly, but there are like some like those like those, how to say, evangelists who are just like going very aggressively with this, and they usually suck. So this should be still kind of fine if it's like done in a way where it's just basically like for the fun, or actually just for the sake of it, not something like that's done for monetization or for profit, that is. So this catalog page for lovers is an attempt to offer a site on the internet for prayer and reflection, and for warming hearts, and for the increase of joy and gratitude for the great gift of faith. The mercies of the Lord have never exhausted, the mercies of the Lord are never spent, but they are new each morning. Great is thy faithfulness. 11:32. I cannot actually I do not actually know the names of the books at this point, or actually their actual acronyms or the format of them. It's even that complex. I hope your visit will refresh your own heart and renew faith, hope, and love. I hope you'll revisit since, God willing. I hope to keep this site ever expanding and updated. And this Catholic page for lovers contains several webs within webs. Example, the new liturgical moment, the bridegroom pages. I may be an unrealistic romantic, but I really hope you will visit this site with a measure of stillness and quietness of heart. Yes, even on the net. This site is perhaps a bit like a garden with many books, nooks and crannies, and you can browse and pluck a flower or two from the great abundance from our magnificent tradition. I'm really having a meltdown at this point. I think the wonderful prayer of the damn get should more original spelling kept. Oh, let me sit alone, silent to all the world, and to me, that I may learn from the song of law. Be still and know that I am God. From Psalms. Not sure if it's like page 46 and section 10, or it's reverse. I have no idea. And then it's more and more of that. So what's still here? Inside of the Eucharist. This is the anti-chamber of the heaven. 2 minutes, 24 seconds of the wine. Let's see that. Anti-chamber of... Oh, it's... Oh, no. Hold on a sec. So what you can see in here is basically an embedded file, multimedia file, which is basically an MP3, which is supposed to be like Ave Verum Corpus Mozart 1 MP3. I'll just check if that's actually legit or... Okay, the image won't load. Nothing in here. I don't think we have any information from here either. Let me check the error details. It's most likely just 404 or cannot open. Okay, let me check for a moment. So this should be the following. So let me just try to put that in here and see how that will work. Oh, apparently the praise of glory didn't actually remain so long. I don't know the actual timestamp of this page, but let's see if we can actually find the timestamp in here. Maybe some indication. I actually didn't have the timestamp in the log, so I have no clue what's the actual date in this situation. But yes, the park domains are usually quite crappy. Like you can see like lots of like I would say reference URLs. So that's basically just like sponsored junk that usually leads you to most likely something that can be malicious. Even though it's not going to work in here because it's very old. But yeah, I cannot actually find anything specific for the timeline. So let's just assume it's like maybe 2006 or 2007. Let's give it like a best shot for keeping the page. But overall, let's give it like more of... Oh wait, what a fucking idiot I am. It's the date is literally in the middle of the page. November 30th, 22nd, 2006. Oh god. So yeah, so as far as we know, the website was gone at least until 2006. It might be gone even before that. At least we have, this is the most recent that we have at this point. So yeah, since the previous website was basically just more for the Lord, trusting the Jesus and all that. Sorry, I cannot actually even remember what was on the page for a few minutes ago. But this page is basically dating, work. Yeah, it's just like dating a more sponsored bullshit. So you can see Christian singles, Russian women, single parent, work from home, Bible studies, photo of baccalaureate church, music downloads. Yeah, you can kind of figure out. So it's basically kind of targeting to the religious people who want to find communist women. Okay, let me pull that back on. Let's say Slavic women, more to say. Single parents are basically they're divorced. Work from home. Considering if you actually worked, if at least one parent did work and second one didn't, so you're kind of stuck in that situation. So you have to actually find a job that you can still work from home, maybe to actually take care of the children. In that case, that's kind of still important. You cannot actually just leave the kid at home while you're working. I'm still single, but I don't have any better context on that. And the other things is the usual, besides of the music downloads, which is basically piracy at that point. So let's go back. So let's see. However, corpus. It's okay. Let's see. I think that's just this is the Latin of the following. So hell, true body, true born of the Virgin Mary, mild, truly offered, wrecked and torn on the cross for all defiled, from whose love pierced sacred side, plowed, died, true blood saving tide. Be a foretaste sweet to me in my that's great agony. So yeah, the music should be like Johannes Christosmus Wolfgang. Well, oh, that's who it's from, not what's the actual music. So it's from Mozart, basically. But this is the full name, so Johannes Christosomos Wolfgang Theophilus Mozart. From January 28, 1756. Okay, let's see. We'll go back to the original page. So unfortunately, no heaven in this case, only hell for me. So what's this? Maria, more music of the heaven of the earth. Maybe there's something that's actually at least stored. Maybe it's one more thing. Nope. Even that's lost. But that's like on some other domain, as far as it seems to be. Like it's RomeCatholicClicks.org. And we were on praiseofglory.com. So I don't know what's in here exactly. Ave Maria, yeah, that's the song in here. Let me just see if there's anything on this page. Hopefully not a breakdown, but oh, that's the unofficial page of the Society of Saint John Chrysostom of Artrida Rome Catholic from Turkey, in Istanbul. So we dedicate this page to our members, past and present, at home and abroad, and to members of our brother societies of Saint John Chrysostom around the world. We seek to preserve here and share with you, the reader, important information about ourselves, Orthodox Christians, in communion with the See of Rome, as well as about our sister churches and our Byzantine Christian traditions. For those unfamiliar with Turkish, Roman Catholic does not mean Roman Catholic in the common English usage of that phrase. That's actually what I could actually consider, but yeah, that's good to note. Rom is the Turkish from the Greek term Romaoi, and Romaoi, isn't that still supposed to be like Roman? Which looks like the English word Roman would normally be accurately translated as Byzantine or Romaloi, to indicate the East Romans, the inhabitants of the East Roman Empire in the context of the domains of the former Byzantine or East Roman Empire. The empire in the East was the direct, organic, and the only survivor of the Roman Empire of Augustus Caesar, and this is reflected in part by the fact that the name Romaeus continued in use from its establishment in 303 Anno Domini through to its political end in 1453 Anno Domini. So wait, so that's supposed to be... So that's Byzantine and or Romaoi instead of just Roman. That's kind of awkward already. So what's do we actually have in here? There's the interior. Actually, this could actually fit for a wallpaper. Maybe not quite. Sorry, minor cough delay again. But this quite small pic. It can be kind of seen like you could see like the seats. I actually have no idea how they call even this place, so I cannot actually even describe it. I forgot so many things. And yeah, so I even have the flag, which is like this is like the how to say, the B for the Byzantine symbol. I'm not sure how it's actually called. I did check on Wikipedia maybe for once. Like when I was trying to check like the Serbian flag, or actually the Serbian coat of arms, which usually has these signs, and Serbians thinking it's basically just like 4 C's, and that's basically gone with a simple like 4 C's in some reasons, but it's actually B, like for the Byzantines that they actually had, along with the cross. That's like the Greek cross, or I cannot remember. It's one of the cross for the coat of arms, but I cannot actually remember the actual heraldic name for that. And this is like the English flag, no, in the English flag, more or less. So that's kind of like already a mix-up. If you actually try to deploy that such flag, like in Serbia or England, you'll probably have some like kind of oddity with people showing it. I do not know if that's actually the flag or some other definition. It seems to be like a Romcat flag, so I guess that's fine. Reading with both lungs, so that's probably an article, or which is it? Spiritual page. This page will provide our visitors with select participant articles and passages from the Byzantine and Eastern Christian perspective. Some probably just more text. Oh, and quotes or poems, more to say. Okay, besides of the text that I'm not kinda able to actually really tell the truth, the website itself is still kinda very simple. So that should be something very old. It's in the front page 4.0, so it's kind of okay. I mean, it's most like, I don't think it's like frames, but it's very oddly positioned. So it's using tables, I think. Yeah, it's tables. Back then, tables were the most simple way to actually build a website, so yeah, no wonder. So what's the status of what this? So, oh, I think this is basically just like the indication of getting the status of the, I think the 11th to have like the higher, maybe having higher status of blessing. Like usually have like the blessed or saint. Usually we have like one person who is actually like blessed but still not saint. Like it's usually like our Catholic Church or whichever it is like tries to push to the Vatican that we should have like that person like how to say become saint, but it never happens. It's like the maybe like one of the goals for the church for all these years. Can we actually find something else? Okay, let's see the traveler's guide. Oh, the Russian Byzantine Catholic and Byzantine Slavonic churches and institutions. So these are basically the places for the churches in this case. The Byzantine Catholic churches at the least. Wait, is Byzantine that case Orthodox or not? I mean, it should be probably Orthodox, no matter what. So just a few pages. Let me check. Okay, so we have in Russia, Siberia. Okay, that's still in Russia, kinda. United States, Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belarus, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, England, Ireland, Finland, France, Germany. Wait, where were we? Germany, Greece, Italy, Kazakhstan, the Netherlands, and Poland. So basically nothing at that point in Serbia or Croatia, right? Any ex-Yugoslav countries. Is there anything else maybe specific in here? Maybe some links if they have something. For now it's probably plain very simple Christian website. So there seems to be like some unofficial directory page. So what's that? Of Russian Catholic and other Byzantine Slavonic Rite churches and institutions. And yeah, we still have missing images in here. Lots of it is kind of gone. Oh, damn. For some reason, my mouse keeps like scrolling down randomly still, so I still have to find another mouse that could actually stop scrolling down like this randomly. Oh yeah, this is basically the same page that we had from before, just differently Scodus is styled. Yeah, I was trying to look for any other countries, but I think we only saw like additionally Bulgaria and Canada, but yeah. Okay, we'll go back. Okay, nothing much in here still. Think Jesus. Photographer of my cruises. Okay, let's see. So where did he go? 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by things that you didn't do than the ones that you did do. So throw the bomb lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover by Mark Twain. Just a follow up. I actually did try, so yeah, I'm trying to go with this because I basically did go to DroidCon in Berlin, and it took like few more days to actually check out the zoo, the aquarium, few museums, and yeah, just to like explore. So if you actually ever plan to do, if you actually get like some solid job or enough of savings, try to travel for a bit. Just with the note that you shouldn't waste the money on tourist traps. If you actually find one, just be careful with that. Okay, let's check the Norwegian Majesty. Consumable Mexico, February 3rd to 7th. Please tell me there will be some pictures that are not removed. Okay, we have few. Just maybe we'll have some. First law of cruise ships. So wait, the Norwegian Majesty is like supposed to be the cruise ship, or let's see if we can actually find that. I'm gonna try to find the browser again. Okay, back to Google again. Okay, so we were looking for the Norwegian Majesty. So MS Crown Iris. Let's check the Wikipedia. So it's a cruise. So unless is this here? Yeah, that's the Norwegian Majesty from 1997 to 2009. So yeah, that fits the timeline in here. So yeah, that seems to be the actual thing. So cruise ship owned by Man Maritime. It's not. I don't think it's like something religious only. It's usually like just the usual cruise. I mean, it looks nice. Oh, it even docked in Split apparently. Yeah, that's it. Is that still in function or? Yeah, that's still in function as far as it seems. Just usually it was like done by Norwegian Cruise Line back then. But okay. Royal Majesty cruise shipping accident. Is that like the accident? Let me check. What happened to the... In late 2018, Majesty was sold to the Israeli cruise line Man Maritime and renamed Crown Iris. In early 2019, the ship was refurbished and landed in a stretch and total rebuild operation extended to her length to 260 meters. So basically rebranded and refurbished. So I guess I have no idea if people were like crazy about this or I don't know. So basically it was sold to Israeli at that point. Okay, let's go back to this so we can see more. Can I? Yeah, I don't think we can actually zoom in. But you can still see, more or less, I hope. How does it look? Like being in a cruise ship, like still seems awkward. I didn't actually personally go to any cruise ship because it's like basically you don't have anything else to do in there. So leaving Miami, checking the the view from Key Forest in Florida. We have the dock in Cozumel, Mexico. Parkhead, who I met on the Cruise Critic message board. Yeah, too bad that we cannot actually see that. Oh, again, Michael getting more Diet Cokes and smiling at his serves. So basically, anything that had like the picture of the people, it seems to be gone. Oh, the food. So that's still on a cruise ship, I think. One of the delicious many venues under the quote. I think that's. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but I think it's like more of a case where you have like many venues with different kind of like food cuisine that is, but maybe it's kind of like feeling the same. It's not like the same as you would be like in the actual place where that cuisine is from. Gerald felt better and better. Michael ate a bit too much. Rose the roaster as Gerard wheels Mike. And we cannot see that, unfortunately. Beyond all expectations, across the row I wrote for the Cruise Critic message board. Where do I begin to speak about the 4-night cruise to the Cozumel, Mexico on the Norwegian Majesty February 3rd to 7th, 2003? It really blew me away and surpassed all my expectations. Let me just lay down for a bit and try to speak. The ship itself is beautiful and well kept. It's a mid-sized ship, I'm told. It had around 1,400 passengers. I think that's okay. I think this is going to be quite too long, so maybe just skipping like one sentence by the section. At the time, we discovered some of the reasons people are so enthusiastic about cruising: the food. So I guess that's maybe the main reason where people go for now. Usually because today, as far as I'm aware, most of the cruises have like most of the casinos and some various activities that are basically just like your time spending while traveling. I guess. They announced that for the early birds before the mandatory muster at 3:15. What's mandatory muster at that point? There was a buffet lunch on deck 10. We were hungry, we were about multiple early in the morning. Even though we're 3 miles in first class, we got no meals. Okay, that's awkward. First class will actually still should provide at least some food. Okay, I didn't go first class on my own. I only still go economy on flights at least. So that's gonna take a while. So wow, the buffet had a tremendous variety, abundant offerings, and beautiful to look at desserts, etc. It even had one of my favorites, Irish shepherd's pie. Oh, that's basically just stuffed pie with meat, or it's like stuffed with potato in some way. I just know that it's like a pie stuffed with meat mostly. Not sure about the potato part. If that's separate or it should be in the pie. Sorry, another cough. Okay, let me check this. Cover charge of $10 or $15 what we got. The steak and lobster tails. One of the finest meals I have ever eaten. And there's desserts that we choose. Sherry's Jubilee and fruit in chocolate fondue. They can end delicious. I think that's still fondue, right? I think that's the play. Wait, suggests like there's cherries and fruit in chocolate fondue. Yeah, that's the usual stuff by now. The buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fair enough. 20-hour pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, pork chops, etc. This is something that kind of makes no sense if you're trying to like going on a cruise to somewhere else, and you end up just like trying the food that you actually can always get in United States. It kind of kills the point of it. Okay, when I was still now in Berlin, Germany, so we had like a plain breakfast, that was quite, how to say, it had like it was more close of an English breakfast because I was like in some how to say, more English, actually Irish or English kind of inn or hotel, more to say. So that's kind of fits in. But I had the pretzels at least, some cheese and some most of the local stuff. I cannot even remember by now, and I do not have time to actually show the pictures as I'm browsing the web. Only if someone demands, but I highly doubt that anyone actually wants to see the breakfast I had at that time. So the service is wonderful, and it should be. Oh, from Eastern Europe, the Philippines, India, Indonesia, and Latin America. I've heard some people like getting like jobs for cruise ships, so that they work there for a few months, and that's the whole salary they get. Like they get paid for how long they stayed in here, and then they have the 3-month break, more or less. Oh, and there's like the game for guessing the nationality. So, so he played with the body to try to guess the nationality, and he managed to guess most of it. This kind of feels awkward if you try to ask just the nationality and not like get some nice, like, how to say, talk. But considering that I have like the charisma of 0 and speech of 0 mostly, I cannot actually go with something like this. Or even if I do, it's going to be the most awkward thing ever. So there's one more part that I wanted to check. There are few Americans, Western Europeans mainly. I was told by an officer due to the fact that this can get better paying just per hour of work. Oh, so it's basically Western part gets more paid than the ones who are from East, more or less. Sorry. What's it called? Okay, I have no context about this part. So this is like when they docked at Key West in Florida and Cozumel, Mexico. Beautiful. No need for us to get off the ship. Wait, so you just stay in the ship all the time, even though like you haven't even check out the actual place that you actually landed on, docked on. That's kind of already awkward. We are going to Alaska in May and have rented cars for 2 ports of call. But here it seemed good to stay aboard. And I was assured of the availability of the residents on land, so that refactored to our decision. Okay, I think that kind of gives the point. In such places like that you probably don't know, like the smaller rural places or even the bigger places, you have no idea how are the bathrooms look alike. So you could probably end up like in some major trouble in that. But I have an idea if it's still possible, like to leave the ship and go around and then just go back for the bathroom in that case. That depends on the position where you are. If you go very far and you're kind of stuck there, then you're kind of screwed. Okay, so for expenses, so let's see. That one doesn't have to spend a lot of money to have a great cruise experience. Neither my body and other drinkers, though we did purchase for $17 more or less for all you can drink soda card. Oh, so no liquor, but we did enjoy the piano bar twice. I drank a cappuccino. Okay, that's kind of silly. Saying like I drank a cappuccino like something like unusual. Maybe, but considering that many cafes have a various quality of preparing cappuccinos or any other kind of coffee, that can kind of apply properly. Like if it's well made, it can be enjoyed. Hey, Ruby Badger. Sorry, I'm still kind of checking out this review, and this is just the first review at least. Nothing much else that I'm going on right now, along with my throat being kind of stuck. So I was stuck in the expenses. We didn't use casino though, because many seem to enjoy that, and a few even came out ahead. This is maybe the best part to note. Never go to casinos at all. That's going to cost you much more than you'll ever get. So basically, house always wins. Just to remember, the house is the casino at that point. We didn't take in any of the shows or movies. Our tastes are simple, and we had more than enough to enthrall us. And inexpensively, I got my bill the last morning. It came to $78 for 4 nights, and that included $40 for gratuities, a $10 per day, a real steal in my book, considering the services surrendered. We gave Listen the concierge a nice tip as well, and since she was so helpful to us. So $78. So that, I assume that's like basically for the services around the place for 4 nights. I guess that's kind of fine. With inflation that we have for today, I would say that might be probably like $150 maybe. Maybe that's kind of heavier by now. We were able to book a suite for $350 each for entire cruise, and treated like VIPs. Bottle of champagne, ooh. Beautiful fresh flowers, fine. Each day at 4:30 at shape, of course, the oars were brought to our cabin. So wait, what's that exactly? I think that's like some kind of... Actually, I have no idea. Like, is that some kind of dessert or some kind of dish? Once again, going to Google to figure out what the hell is that. Horse, the oars meaning. I really hate doing this on Google. Okay, let's see. So, dear, I just disable this. God damn it! I don't want to accept that crap. Any of various savory foods usually served as appetizers. Oh, just say appetizers then. The savory appetizers at least. We were never there at that hour. Oh, so that was a waste. And as with all our guests, our beds were made in the morning, turned over in the evening with that piece of chocolate on the pillow. Nice touches. Okay, I'll just say, having a piece of chocolate in some cases is kind of still nice, no matter what. While flying with, when I was flying to Berlin and back, this was like the Austrian Airlines and Lufthansa at that point. Both of them provided at least a bottle of water and the chocolate, so that usually helps. And just a note, I did actually faint like on a previous flight when I was in Warsaw, like going back to Zagreb. So I'll just give a hint. Try to at least, if you actually didn't eat anything kind of, how to say, with carbs at all, I would suggest that you actually get at least one kind of a candy with sugar. So just at least that you have some kind of a sugar level on. Unless you're unless you have like some kind of diabetic disease, then try to go with the measure that you usually go with. But if you don't, you just get some sugar initially if you didn't eat anything. Because that day when I was sleeping, I didn't eat anything and I fainted at that point. So try to have at least some kind of a meal, no matter what. Water won't help. I mean, water will help with you not being thirsty, but you still have to at least make sure that you have at least enough of how to say, sugar for energy, or okay, maybe even carbs can apply also, but Just stick it to something simple, not like some heavy junk food. Like maybe some simple candy bar can help, and some, how to say, for savory pretzels or sticks. That should be fine. Okay, let's see. And the personal note. At the risk of being too personal, I will add this. For almost 2 years ago, I got gravely ill and almost didn't make it. I'm what the doctors call a save. I pulled through. I'm disabled now, but life is good. I never dreamed that I will be able to pull off anything like this cruise just a few months ago. It overwhelms me deeply, almost breaks my heart for joy to think that I was able to have these 4 glorious days and nights shared with a good friend and lovely fellow guests, and that the cost was incredibly reasonable as well. The ship, the service, the staff, the sunsets, the sights, the smells of the ocean air, the sheer relaxation, the serenity, the sanctity of it, and all has made an inedible impression on my mind, heart, and soul. I thank God, the giver of breath and bread, Hopkins, for a gift surpassing all expectations. So as far as I see, he probably had a great time on the cruise. Even though I probably wouldn't go like this, but if you actually go with someone, it could be fine. It's still important that you can enjoy the travel overall, so that should be fine. Okay, that took still a while. So let me see what were the remaining ones. So from Bahamas, Alaska, and the 4th cruise to nowhere. Let me just give a quick check to this. Maybe just to see how it went. Page 1. Oh, page 1. There are 4 pages. 2, 3, 4, 5. The prices were right for this. My second cruise for a 4-night cruise to the Bahamas for a very large and beautiful modified handicap accessible cabin. Okay, we can assume that he was disabled, considering the note that he mentioned from the previous review. For 2 of us, the grand total was $388.75 for all 3. So that's like about maybe $120 per person for whole cruise. Kinda amazing. But I have no idea how did they actually afford it, or how are the actual expenses at that point. For me, the trip, the previous trip, took me to the Berlin, costed me about, I think it's about 800 euros. So that's kind of a lot for me. Okay, but this is a 4-night cruise. I had maybe I had about seven nights overall, more or less. So now we can actually see the cruise ship, which still looks nice. The interior, kind of crazy, but the usual. I think it's still the usual for the cruise ships. So it's just like a large, how to say, hotel at that point. Oh, goddamn scroll. Lots of elevators and stairs for the healthy, which should be preferred. Outside of our large and lovely cabin, modified for the disabled, along the long corridor. Oh wait, so this is. Oh wait, so this is for the elevators, and this is for the cabin. Oh wait, outside of the cabin, that is. Father Michael says his long Lenten prayers before the welcoming lunch in the 4 seasons. Notice only bread and water on the table. So I assume this is Michael. Let's see. This is. I'm not sure if this is like water, or because it looks like there's the logo of Coca-Cola at least. So that kind of feels awkward, but it's possible that it's just water still. So at that point, I can see the glasses, but I do not see the bread. So maybe it's not yet. I'm not sure if that's still the start of the meal or not, because there were still no plates, or actually there were probably plates, but okay, I have no idea at this point. I'm already quite lost. So Father Michael tests his bed out after lunch. One of his favorite verses is, he gives to his loved ones while they sleep. Actually, that's one of my favorite verses. Okay, this is nice. Just just laying down like on the bed. Maybe it's one of the better experiences, depending on how your bed is well built, like the mattress and all that. It should be like very nice to sleep on. As far as I know, I didn't have any issues sleeping in some other places, so even that's fine. As long as there are no bed bugs, I didn't experience those are quite a nightmare as far as I've heard. A portion of our cabin, we had two doubles and a large sofa bed. To the upper right, you can catch a glimpse of a pull-out bunk we didn't use. Shall take a bet between the frequent cleanups by the excellent staff. So the doubles, what's the doubles in here? The doubles like this, I think. Large sofa bed to the upper right, glimpse of a pull-out bunk. So I think that's the thing in here. Oh wait, or that's it. So this is the pull-out bunk bed that was not used. Mark joined us for this cruise. He's first. First Sam's and mine second. First Michael's and mine second, I assume. He always seems to have the right clothes for the right occasions. And weather, cool the first night on deck. By the end of the cruise, everyone seemed to know Mark, especially in the casino. Oh, hopefully he didn't waste a lot of money. Sorry for the ahems. It keeps going on. Mark among the natives of Nassau. Okay, there the cruises too. That's the sun in the background. Yes, folks, Mark is actually wearing sandals. Oh, sandals? I assume without socks. Should be fine. Breathtaking. The next day there was beautiful, and we are at our favorite table on the front of the ship and observing Lent rigorously. I didn't break my Lenten discipline during the cruise. I didn't taste a single Brussels sprout. Oh. Yeah, Brussels sprouts probably didn't taste that good back then, but as far as I've heard, they should be kind of fine by now, especially if you try to fry them. It's a hard life. Think it's easy being out in the south. Sorry. Again with a cough. Think it's easy being out in the hot sun all day. Like this kind of resembles like just like some kind of public pool in some place on United States, like maybe in Florida or anywhere else, I would say. Even though I wasn't there, but it feels like this is not like on a cruise ship, unless you can imagine it is. But any kind of pool place looks like that. But if it gets really too hard and hot, you can only cool off at the poolside bar, which I do not know the price. Hopefully it's fine. Oh damn, my throat is really odd today, or for a few days. Turning in the Great Stirrup Cay, the NCL's private island in the Bahamas. Again, life gets hard, so hard. Wait, is that like the private island that they were on, or? Okay, no idea on that. Again, life gets hard, so hard. Yes, that's the bright red on Father M, burning red. And hopefully we learn again how not to get the sun on a cruise. Basically, get a lot of tan, but make sure to still get a lot of sun cream. And otherwise, you get red on your skin for all the time, and then you're kind of stuck. Like the usual solution for that will be like just to have how to say, like there's like some kind of grease. I'm not sure how it's called for the just putting the pony on for repairing the skin, or alternatively I think that yogurt can also fit for that. I'm not sure if that's actually true by now. Like I only heard it like a long time ago as a kid, but I'm not sure if that can still apply by now. More than beaches on the island, some hammocks to rest the very bodies from the day's troubles. A highlight for me, something for a miracle, dipping my feet in the Caribbean, something I never thought that I would do again. So basically that's the guy who actually runs the website, apparently. At least enjoying the travel like this should be quite nice for anyone. Like even like maybe for a dip, fair enough. Although he actually gets like he actually had some actually did experience the Caribbeans at that point. So hopefully it went well. Well, at least assuming that he already made a review, it should be fine. The basketball court was always being used. Tons of kids, children and teens on this cruise. So I'm not sure if he was a fan, but it should be fine. Lots of kids should actually have some activities, like, at least if they can. Yeah, I mean, you can try to imagine having a kid like not being able to do anything else, then that will be kind of silly. Like kids cannot go to casinos, they cannot just like bend around. They have to be like in some specific place at least. So those in the red shirts, part of the cheerful, helpful international staff, the majority of whom come from the Philippines and Romania, but many other countries were represented. So just like the usual staff that was mentioned. But this explicitly mentions Philippines and Romania, so not other countries still. Young and old wait on the line for the ice cream available for a few hours each afternoon. So I think that's like still for free, I guess. The line seems short. Maybe it's still paid, I don't know. Mark enjoying ribs from the frequent barbecues on the deck. Okay, I will say that this will be something that you can still enjoy quite a lot. Like having a good set of barbecue meat, various kind of cuisine, that can still apply. Even though it's not like the same as it will be on land, but if it's like a variation of stuff that you can try out, why not? If you're on a cruise already, go ahead and try. Yeah, there's the Tabasco sauce. Not sure if that's like the rib. Yeah, it's the rib as mentioned. Sorry, and this is supposed to be like tea. Oh no, that's lemonade most likely. There are many lounges and bars and fun spots on the sun. Here's a shot of the beautiful observation lounge with a musical duet playing and singing. I love them. But we do not know who is actually playing there, so I have no idea what was going on at that time. So yeah, that's one of the activities that we also check out. Like there are like comedians. Okay, there's musicians. There's probably like some animators like with the kids and all that, or magicians maybe. But there's like a limited amount of that, I would say. I mean, I do not know how many things you can actually have on a cruise ship with so many places and venues and all that. So that can kind of last for a while. Gerard with Joel from the Philippines, who introduced himself, spoke at length, and always said hello and chatted about the cruise. The staff was wonderful. Not sure if having like some social interaction with the staff and basically the staff with the clients should be always be a nice thing, depending on like the interaction, and hopefully that they were not that busy with some other obligations. So if they had like enough time to talk about stuff, that's fine, I would say. And it's like a nice thing, as long as it's not like obligatory. Not everyone can actually be so social. From left to right, Todd, Wayne, Derek, neighbors, in next door cabin for handicapped. They had a balcony. Derek joined Mark in the casino, and both left the cruiser richer men. Oh, so they actually got some money after all. And they were actually, so that's actually, so they were actually just like getting some food at that point. 3 more Romanian beauties on the dining room staff. Oh, they actually look really nice. And okay, I think there's like some makeup, maybe there's some minor makeup, but that still looks quite nice overall. Like comparing it to today's TikTok and other social media with filters on, I think this is still kinda enough. I'm not sure how they would look without the makeup, but considering that with this situation, they look just fine, so that's no problem. For 3 marvelous dinners, our waiter was Dolce from Philippines. His service was simply perfect. Yeah, that looks quite professional already. I like he doesn't look like someone Asian, like someone from Asia, but considering like the Philippines can still look like how would say like most of the world, I think that's fine. Okay, I'm not able to think properly about this. He just looks nice. That's all. And Dodge's assistant was also from the Philippines, the beautiful Nita. Do you think for what's how to say what's the actual acronym for that? Okay, I cannot figure out, so I'll just call him Michael. Do you think Michael is blushing, or just spent too much time in the sun? I would say both of them were just spent too much time on the sun because they are both red at this point. But yeah, Nita looks pretty much fine and tanned. So it's just the sun. Even though it can be blush if you actually imagine it. But yeah, that's fine. Oh, and that's the page 5. Okay, I want to check the whole cruise because that's like going to take forever. Okay, so yeah. So that's going to Alaska then. Alaska, okay, well, let's see. Usual party, always exciting. The Alaska part. Broke the smile receptionist. Very nice. She also looks nice. Skagway, rented a car to Emerald Lake. Large alpine zone with lots of snow. Wait, what's the time? In May. So that's still like quite cold time. Michael trying to camouflage himself to the official state board, the Alaska Mosquito, won't find him. I don't know how Alaska Mosquito even looks like, so let's check that. Wait, I'm looking the wrong way. Okay, let's check. So it's the Alaska Mosquito. Oh. Once again, the backspace kicks in. Okay. What's so special about them? Or is there anything special, or they're just like... There are a few species, but is there anything special about them? Okay, so that's the usual stuff. So nothing more like specifically dangerous about that with the mosquitoes. In Clockwork Yukon, came across this tiny Catholic church. Very nice. I'm not sure what's built of. Is it like the wood? I think it seems like wood, but like the white part like feels more, also kind of feel like marble. Beautiful lake. Not sure if it's the Emerald Lake, but it's looking nice. The world's smallest desert. Many cruises take this famous train right to the White Pass. Gorgeous trip up Tracy Arm Fjord The Sour Glacier, a young couple we met and enjoyed, Doug and Lisa, both in love school and new summer jobs now, enjoying breakfast in Tracy Arm. Michael soaking it all in Sour Glacier, slowly appears around the bend. Sour Glacier, oof, that's something that I didn't see for a while. The world is charged with the grandeur of God, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. And finally, the Lobster Night, Michael and I in wheelchair with Doug and Lisa with the best wait staff in the world, Nita and Dolce. Also, they actually got them again. So I assume that's like more personalized option. So we had 16 lobster tails between the four of us, and we shared the filet mignon too. A dream come true, thanks be to God. And then there's the one from nowhere, I think. So what's this? Short but sweet. Fort Cruz, the Carnival Pride from July 16th, from July 14th to 16th, 2003. The Carnival Pride, another fun ship of Carnival Spirit class. Pulling out the pier, view from private balcony, aft cabin, even without the twin towers. Oh wait, so that's after 9/11. New York skyline is simply spectacular. To the right you can see a part of the Brooklyn Bridge. That's the small part there. My heart beat a bit faster sing between the two Bay Beach towers. My home parish church of Our Lady of Perpetual Help with its red roof. My older brother Bill and my better half, New York twin sister Peggy, on our balcony as we depart to nowhere. The Verrazano Bridge is magnificent, even with coverings for restoration purposes. This is like not the bridge that I'm aware of. Like I know the usual Golden Gate Bridge, but this is something else that I haven't seen. Like it's a hanging bridge in some way, but still. The Renaissance style atrium area. I didn't take a photo and downloaded this from the internet. The atrium rises for about 12 decks and is impressive, even if not my style. So this is quite old looking, that is, considering it's Renaissance style, but it looks nice. These are the elevators, I think. So that's something nice to check out. Our aft balcony cabin was attractive and sufficient, if a bit tight for 3. We managed fine, however. So it's kind of smaller than usual. Sorry. On the beautiful sun deck, Bill takes advantage of our day at sea with its perfect weather, sunny 70%, no humidity and a breeze. And hoping for not getting a sunburn, even though it's kinda in a shade. The water slide on my day, I love them all. I love them, and all rides, the more changing the better. This time only Beer there to detect the slide. He loved it, of course, but admitted to some moments of unease. It took a very long time since I actually took how to say took a water slide, at least. Like there's like one that usually just like that's like literally rapid just from top to the bottom, straight down, and the one that's like just twisted around. I usually prefer the twisted on one, but the straight one, the rapid one, can kind of give a help if you actually just need like lots of stamina being gone. One of the pools and hot tubs on the floating resort. We both made it to the 60, June 4th, thanks to Big God. Nice anniversary. Assuming it's the anniversary, either way, it should be still nice. And Bill made it to 64, can you believe it, seeing his photo? It fits the age. Bill was a true Will friend who will me everywhere cheerfully. I was in good hands indeed, my older brother Bill. So I can assume that this is like some very true brotherhood, or just like, does it even fit to say like being a bro to bro. I don't know. Maybe it's a wrong definition, but I think you can get it. So this is just like the cruise. You do just the cruise to nowhere. Cruise out in outside of New York City. Small and quick. The Carnival Pride departure. Dining. Very sensitive to the disabled. See date in nowhere. This is very awkward to say, to just see the definition of it being like going to nowhere, literally. So wait, let me just check. So this is like the Carnival Pride. So what's the context on that? The buffet, okay, usual. The food. So the atrium, like the Renaissance atrium, fair enough. Even though, so they were not actually kind of agree on that. Like they actually treated it more like the place of the Adams family. Even though it didn't look like that for me, the Adams house is much more, how to say, horror look like than that. It's not even close to Renaissance, I would say, unless I was watching the wrong movie or show. So nothing more specific apparently. So this is basically nothing more than just like a portable pool with some lounges and all that. But this it seems to be short as he mentioned. So wait, for how long was that? Just 2 days at least. So that explains it. So he did enjoy it at least. Nice cup of coffee at least. So yeah, excellent if too brief cruise. So in conclusion, if you actually want to spend your life, try to spend some time on travel. I can save get some savings and try to travel around, or at least try to find a way to actually do travel with most cost efficiency, if you can. It should be worth it at some point. Okay, let's go back to the main page. So wait, I actually didn't know who is actually this person. Who is the actual person in here? So there's like just some poems and all that and text. Wait, so then there's also update on recovery. As many know, 2 years ago I was gravely ill and spent 5 months in the hospital and nursing home, coming home from August 14th, 2001. That's before 9/11. My recovery continues apace. I can get around a bit more and feel quite good, thank God. I'm limited of course, but how good that I can still work on this website. I have happened to learn too that I can do some traveling and enjoy 3 magnificent cruises, technically 4, while we checked out, this year alone. I'm so grateful for so many prayers from so many, and of course I would appreciate your prayers still. For me, there have been many miracles along the way. I'm doing things I never thought I would do again. God is good. Fair definition of that. You did notice that he's not that he's always like referring like to casinos and the Adams family and many unrelated stuff that are basically like kinda like against Christianity or religion, but that doesn't mean like that he's like pushing like they're the devil. There's no mention of that as far as I'm aware. So basically, that's like a normal person who is making just a simple website and going like with more, how to say, ethical way to just show the good way of Christianity, I would say. So just got like give the positive stuff, uh, try to line it in a way that you don't have to like strictly go for, you don't have to like stick completely to the real, to be religious, to like to rely on Jesus on all the time, but to just like have like some, how to say, ethical measurements. So I think that's kind of the context of all this website. There's just like lots of things in here though. But I cannot actually find his name still. Wait, this is the blog. Okay, I think that that's going kind of nowhere. So let me check. Is there anything about him at least? There's the bridegroom page, so I could also check that. My body and me. So maybe that's, maybe I'll find his name in here. Wait, what's this? Praise the glory. Oh wait. My body and me, and without any extra context. So yeah, we cannot see who is his body, but I think that's like the body from the I think it's Mark from the cruise. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think it's possible. And just for context, I don't fully how to say, where was she? Well, I don't fully trust Teresa in this case, because considering as far as I heard that you should just like pray for how to say, getting yourself healed. That's a bad thing. The only thing that you should do in that case is get an actual doctor and then do some actual medicine. Not don't pray if you actually can, if you can actually do some, how to say, if you can actually treat yourself in some way, or actually find someone who can actually treat you properly. Just going like just with the prayers at that point is useless. You're at that point you can actually get yourself killed for not taking any action other than praying. Alternatively, you should try to find any action that you can take just to actually save someone or actually help someone if you can. But I cannot say that's always possible, because, well, we are humans and we may still make mistakes overall. So basically at that point, try to at least assist as much as you can, but just don't like stick to the point. Don't like try to rely on praying only. So if you can assist, try to assist, but we know that you should just like assist the people that you trust. If you don't trust someone, you should still take caution. If you want to help, take caution before you actually take any action. You don't want to get screwed by someone just because like you wanted to help them and then they screw you by stealing your money and all that stuff. So yeah, there should be some caution with that, especially these days. So I didn't actually even browse a lot to find any some sort of music or anything like that though. So let me just check the, oh dear god, this is scrolling way too many times. And yeah, I'm still kind of scrolling up and down, trying to find maybe his name. And I cannot find it. Like, this is very awkward. Wait, oh, his name seems to be Gerard, if that's his email from Comcast. But I cannot actually know his full name. But yeah, I'll assume by the mail he's Gerard. But I'm not sure if that's like only the first name or it's like included in the last name in some way. So it could be something else still. I wanted to check the bridegroom page, so let's see what's in here. I approach these pages with some fear and trembling, as well as a measure of excitement and joy. Recently I discovered a book that has had a profound impact on me, even as I was even if as I can hardly articulate it yet, this truly revered book, The Sexuality of Jesus in Renaissance Art and Modern Oblivion by Leo Steinberg, attempts to demonstrate how Jesus' sexuality was the theme of some greatest works of art and artists. And the link given can let you buy this book now. Do if you can, you won't be sorry. Oh dear. I'm not sure if he was unaffiliated by that. So what's this? The Sexuality of Christ in Renaissance Art and Modern Oblivion. Is there any preview of this, or... I don't think there's more details than that. But apparently, considering that there's like a link, like the mention of Praise of Glory, I assume he was like an affiliate for Amazon. So he actually gets some money for that. Okay, let's see. Well, caution, I recently received a thoughtful, balanced critique of these pages, even gently asking me to remove these pages from a Catholic page for lovers. I haven't decided at this point, but I think it's good to post this letter for your own thoughtful consideration and maybe even feedback. I'm grateful to lovers for this input. Email Gerard Seraphin. Oh, so yeah, so that's Gerard Seraphin, so that's actually his name. Okay, that figures. Okay, let's see the critic in this case. I didn't even read the actual page, so let's see. His 7 hello, may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you. Lovers King complimenting you on Catholic pages for lovers website. Wonderful and excellent pages here. Let's turn it on the website. But persuaded so that the bridegroom pages are not appropriate for material for a Catholic or any Christian to be distributing or displaying publicly or privately. Oh dear God! I think that I think I know where this goes. This kind of viral recently. Jesus. Various works as an artist. Oh. Okay, this goes okay, I cannot even read this. Like I'm trying to read this and I keep like seeing the keywords in here and it's just going like insane. So yeah, in conclusion, I would like to suggest that it will be appropriate for you to delete these few pages from your otherwise wonderful site. So I would say, okay, in some context at least. But yeah, you can say from this context like where this goes. So I would say this is better to be kept. But I have no idea what's the context of this already. So I assume that it's like actually I have no idea. So I just assume that I have no idea actually. I have no idea what I'm looking at the context. Like the critic already mentioned like a few more like some sexualized content, but and to be removed, but nah. So I'm not sure what's the context in this case. First is the bridegroom. To the love to God. The bridegroom, the son subconsubstantial with the father as God, became the son of Mary. He became the son of the man, true man, a male. Oh man. So Christ is the bridegroom of the church. Christ is the sacrament of our redemption. Oh dear. Okay, I'm barely reading this part and I cannot actually thinking in my head what's the actual context of this. So it gets kind of complex overall. Oh, no pictures. I mean, there's supposed to be pictures in here. Is there anything even saved? But now it seems that there's nothing in here. Is this even possible to load or? I mean, still it's kind of loading. Uh, so I have no idea if this image is like supposed to be like something else, like something naked. Okay, it seems fine, like this. So basically, just like I assume that this page is basically dedicated to represent Jesus as the bridegroom, providing like being a bridegroom for his spouse, which is supposed to be the church, Mary, and the humanity. So basically, like having like some kind of having like some relationship between the Jesus and the actual humanity, and the church in this case, representing the Jesus in various stories and parts, I would say. So I assume that's like the point of that, considering all the images and all of that stuff. But I cannot actually read all of this, unfortunately, because I cannot handle it so much. Sorry. Like for all the others who actually want to, always feel free to type down the website, use the Wayback Machine, and check it out on your own. Like most of these pages could okay, I cannot say that this can actually help everyone, but like having like some kind of, I would say, nice story. If you actually want to have some nice storyline, this can be also nice enough to check out. You don't have to buy a whole book to check something. It might not be perfect, but hey, it can be a choice for anyone. Wait, the scandals and signs of hope. So what's this? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Charles Dickens, I assume. Sin and scandal in the church and some signs of hope. Let us pray for our beloved church, for repentance, for sins and failures and scandals, for the holiness of her pastors and all Catholics, for her renewal in the Holy Spirit. Kyrie eleison, Lord have mercy, calm Holy Spirit. Sorry, I'm not like the evangelist or anything like that. I so cannot speak that well of going like those evangelists, how they actually speak. I have, for the most part, stopped updating this page since much of the news is getting rather old, but links to the major media outlets can keep up to date if one wishes. If I come across any article with what seems to be something new and important, I will post helpfully. Here's a sampling of the media's coverage of the scandals, or as it is sorry, or as it is sometimes called the situation. And this show perhaps the seriousness of the problem. So the media coverage by the Boston Globe online. Let's check. So there seems to be a mention of abuse. Oh wait. So the abuse in Catholic Church. So basically the heavy stuff. So unfortunately, when this is happening even today, like you have like lots of those how to say, priests who actually try to hide their own, how to say, evil behavior, to say. But yeah, okay, the whole investigation. Sorry. Kind of have trouble with breathing. Sorry. So yeah, the small investigation of abuse in Catholic Church. So there's the latest, maybe. So just like some pause for protection. Prayers for priests. Something that's still unfortunately the commenting. Yeah, not yeah. That's like the suggesting that the child abuse is not one time. That's still quite true, even today. Like for a while, we had already had like lots of situations where this is not an isolated incident, but actually repeated, which is actually still terrifying to consider. Some priests, some preyed on numerous victims doing multiple parish assignments. Yeah, you have a few of those as an example. Is it possible to actually check out the video gallery? Yeah, it requires flash. And I don't think that's going to work unless it actually runs. No, it actually won't. It's dead. But yeah, it's still unfortunate that this is going on. And it's nice to see that you can actually that people are actually aware of this, even the Christians. So from Yahoo News. So is that like the whole scandal? Like there's like the more context on that. So there's like the whole coverage of that apparently. Church abuse kind of. Maybe I can find something in here that might give some context, better context, but I'm not sure which could be the best option. Let's see this. This is the abuse tracker apparently. It should be selective. Let's see. Dispersion of the weeks of protests. So many parishioners resigned Sunday. So that actually the Diocese of Dallas has resettled Villarroya and resigned into the Frisco Church after the dismissal of lawsuit against Villarroya by a former Catholic nun accusing him of raping and okay, I don't think I want to even say it. In the Philippines 20 years ago. A California court had dismissed the lawsuit in March, saying the woman had waited too long to sue. Yikes. Many parishioners had protested Villar's appointment, saying they were unhappy with their previous reefs as the Reverend Armando Beltran was dismissed in favor of a priest with a troubled past. Some boycott men refused to put money in the collection basket. So there are many other stories about this. Some of them can be already terrifying, as we saw the first one at least. Without knowing that it took like 20 years to actually to take action, and then it's basically rejected. Even that's still happening today with some other stuff, so it's actually very difficult to even think about it. So there are also some scandals in here. My own opinion is that the sanest and wisest voice in all of this is that of Father Richard Newhouse. So let me check this. It could have been worse. So one charges of abuse. This is a lot of text to actually consider. Like this is already very awkward. There are many things in here. There's also the book about it, and I assume that's also an Amazon with reference. Yeah. So not to mention to those who ask them when they meet you in these days, doesn't seem to be everybody to what the heck is happening to the Catholic Church? It's the church itself is going quite insane to these days. Hope springs eternal. Even as candle rocks in rocks the church, our life in Christ goes on. We Muslims in the youth of repentance and renewal, depending on the situation, how it goes. We call that post-Easter. Over 170,000 adults joined the Catholic Church in the United States. Praise the God again. The following are just a few samples of the new life and in our beloved and beloved church, so that we can, I hope and pray, have a joyful hope as we love the church, so weak, so sinful in her members, yet so full of hate, hope, and love, and in our laity without spot or wrinkle even now. The church examples that I have chosen are monastic, and God willing, I can add more as time goes by, especially lay communities of both Marian and celibate members. One reason I chose these monastic communities as signs of hope is the very nature of the Scandinavian scene today. Meditations never reformed because never deformed. Bethlehem, a new growing monastic community in the spirit of monasticism, and Saint Bruno. So wait, is that like... No. Too bad there are not enough pictures. A picture that speaks a lot, 1,000 words, but those 1,000 words are gone. 2 more pictures that speaks 1,000 words. Okay, that really fits. So that's the Pope. I'm not sure. Like, is that the Pope? I would say Paul II. I have no idea. Sorry. There's no. I don't think there's a description. Why geometry? Yeah, so no clue about that. Okay, I think we've done enough on this page. Let me see if I can go back to Google and maybe find something more specific. Or wait, or can we actually find something in here that might lead us to some other content? Like there was maybe I'm not sure if there was like the sitemap or I cannot even remember. But he is literally updating this for a lot. Like imagine, look at this. From 1996. Oh dear God, just scroll down now, damn it. From 1998. Oh wait, 96. 2006. Oh yeah, this is awkward. So we have 98, 98, 98, 96. Oh wait, so yeah, so from 98 at least. So yeah, from 1998 to... Wait, let me check something. Yeah, so I wanted to check like for 9/11 state in here. They wanted to press the bush in wake of tragic events. Yeah, that's still the terrifying part. Like if you can see like the difference in such cases, how that can hit. So what's the guest map? Oh, not working. Oh yeah, that's okay. So that's actually his name. I kept looking around and I couldn't actually figure out that was his name again. So what I was supposed to look at? I am finding something for exploring on the pages, but I don't think that there's anything else. So basically, that's only his personal pages overall. There doesn't seem to be. No, those blogs. Maybe. And there's like lots of that, but there are usually just blogs, so nothing like more special. I don't think I can find something well. Wait. Let's see. Let's see just randomly if we are going to get something or. Okay, I have no idea. So yeah, some more Christian blogs. That's something that I can fit right now. Okay, I'll go back to Google. Damn it. I'll go back to Google and see if we can find something in addition. Or wait. I can just come back here. Did this site actually had something useful, or there's like forum, blog, store. Yeah, let's go back to the Google directory and see. There are these things. Personal pages. It's pops. Let's see for personal pages at least. Oh, praise the glory right here. Wait, the Rushbits, a family set offering essays of poems, links, and meditations. Offers free technical help on Unix too. So let's see that about that. Can you find that? I will not call it my philosophy. I did not make it. God and humanity made it, and it made me. G.K. Chesterton, Orthodoxy, 1908. Let's see. Bible search, catechism, look up, books to read, site index, random read, random link, 7 deadly sins, higher ground, technical, email, Sunday. So what's 7 deadly sins in here then? Oh, basically just the usual like the sins and the virtues. How to go against. Can you actually see anything special in there, or it's just text? So how to save? So they actually mentioned the, like, Unix support, but can I actually find that? Okay, let me try to search. Where's the Unix in here? Wait, so why the... Wait, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Edited these pages fill this stuff about Unix, Catholicism, prayers, essay and essays, poems, poetry, meditations and meditation, logic, love, help, consulting, technical. We hope they help someone and give glory to our Lord Jesus Christ. We have included special key 174 as a special feature and hope to add essays on inputted righteousness versus infused grace. Where is the person who can decode the meaning of complex anagrams and Bible stories? So this part for decoding the meaning of complex anagrams and Bible stories, that was what I actually wanted to mean about when I was explaining about the Bible. So don't take it completely literally, but try to at least take out something ethical and positive about it, at least. But is that like the only thing in here? It's come on, no. So that's the only Unix. Okay, so we found the Unix part in here. So William Edward Rushman, Ed to just about everyone, is the husband and father. A technical consultant, he has worked in systems integration, design, and strategic planning for 25 years, as well as doing some very simple hardware design. He has earned the PMP designation and is a member of PMI and Mensa. And I have no idea what's PMP and PMI, so that's out of context still for me. Ed has solved problems and managed projects involving databases, data warehousing, and call center telephony projects, Unix Oracle production environment designs, and manufacturing resume in this case. So let's check his resume at this point. So the main point for the customer, or the end of the line in escalation, a transforming presence in any situation, doing whatever it takes to make it work. Strong communication, problem solving, critical thinking skills, hands-on experience in hardware, software, and networks, but with a clear focus on business objectives and human aspects as well. Oh yikes. So basically the usual usual summary that we will find in most of those, how to say, resumes. So yeah, for the skills, technical leadership, turnarounds, recovery, liaison, account, retention, definition, analysis, project management, account management, strategic planning. Okay, I have no idea how should I define this. Like, is it like technical leadership, turnarounds, then recovery, liaison, account, retention, and then definition, analysis, project management, account management, strategic planning. I think this is kind of incorrectly defined. So let's see. Technical leadership is 1. Turnarounds, recovery, liaison is 2nd. Account retention is 3rd. Definition, analysis, project management is 4th. Account management is 5th. And strategic planning is 6th, I guess. Very awkward. Associations, member of Project Management Institute, PMP designation, so we know what's PMI, but not PMP. Member of Mensa, the IQ thing. Education, Long Beach City College, associate degree, liberal studies. Don Bosco Technical Institute, diploma in mechanical technology, fair enough. Employment record, confidential, 1998 to present. So that's kind of awkward. Very awkward. Just to mention confidential. So shift technologist. Oh, okay. So CRM. Conceived. Wait. Selected and led implementation of replacement CRM. So basically something like this, like maybe WordPress more or less. Conceived web-based CBT product to author and deliver training content and assess success. Is this like the weed products maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Work with customers to improve effectiveness of their training via better integration of the products. Represent the company at yearly user group meetings. Recovering complete Java object, preventing a change file loss in review. Stabilize Java code and development environment. Rebuild LAN 1 for speed and reliability. Led offsite web application development with Java to Java Enterprise, more or less. Design long-term Unix installation framework and scripts. Develop XML-based methods for indexing content, saved at least 4 staff weeks a year for the writers. Electronic data assistance from 1997 to 1998. Senior system engineer. Worked on all very old computers back then. Senior system engineer still. Principal specialist, independent consultant. System manager, CAD, CAM trainer. Radio Shack for 1 year at least as salesman. Manager. And then for the experience, let's see. So HP, RISC and Motorola, IBM iX, Apollo, Sun, SGI, DSC, OSF, DSC, VMS, Data General Aspects, Mac, PC, and various microcomputers. So assuming that's like various platforms with basically different kind of computer platforms. Because back then you didn't have just PC, but many other kind of computers in that point. So for operating system, Linux, Red Hat, which still exists to this date, Palm OS, kinda dead, Solaris, technically maybe still active, System 5 V, I'm not sure, BSD Unix, still kinda active today, VMS, no idea, AOS VS, no idea, Windows 95, 98 and 90 ME 2000, very outdated, but yeah. MS-DOS, Mac, various CPM systems. So yeah, very old set. Then for languages, Born Corn Shell, still Bash used. Fortran 77, like very old. ANSI-C, still the standard. SQL, still standard. Oracle Pro C, hopefully not in use anymore. Java, still kind of preferred. JDBC, also preferred. And CGI, no idea about that. Familiar with C++, which is still kinda hell today, for me at least. Basic, like like something that usually everyone starts with, kinda. MS, the heavy stuff. Pascal on PC and Mac, very old. Grip, some Perl and PostScript. So not sure, I have no idea about Perl at all, and PostScript is like, I have no idea either. Okay, so what about applications? Oracle, pure hell. Ingress, no idea. PostgreSQL, SQL, sorry. It's supposed to be said like SQL, MySQL. Graphics Pro, Engineer, Pivotal, Microsoft Office, Windows and Office, the usual. Visual Cafe, Interleaf, various debuggers and performance tools, and many others. Other. NFS, I think that's like Network File System. This PIP, the usual. RPC, RS232. I think this is for the serial. I'm not sure what's this one for. And I'm not sure of RC822. I cannot remember that exactly. Okay, HTML, that's the basic. Excel. XSLT, I think that's like transformative. I have no idea if that's like Windows XML or like, or something like for transformation, but I have no idea by this point. And SVG, the usual. Model server controls, good working knowledge in electronics in general, including audio, visual, phones, and RF, knowledge of manufacturing, physics, chemistry, and math, to work with engineers and in engineering programs. So yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. And to this day, I would say that if this was sent to some human resources, that they will probably ignore it because it contains way too much info, and they probably wouldn't bother to read it. Unfortunately, because that's a lot of experience at this point. So let's see the technical part of this site. Actually, I'll have to take a break. So I'll just take a break for a few minutes, and I'll let you just watch a screensaver at that point. So I'll just take something to eat and maybe something to drink, and then I'll come back. So enjoy for a while my AFK. Just a moment if I try to launch the screensaver. Now enjoy for the, how to say, for the waterfall with some blessings. So yeah. I'm off to drink and eat something. $15 for such screensaver with realistic sound effects and the environment. I don't think it's that worth it. There are some better screensavers than this. Plus, this damn thing else included advertising software like Venue, so that's another thing to consider. So not only that you actually have to, okay, this is like the paid one, no, not the free one. So the free one actually was still like bundled with some advertisements, so you can kind of expect that in that situation. Well, we're done with that, so we'll go back to this. So unless actually go fail out in some way. So okay, let's just consider like sorry, just like half an hour more, and then I'm done for today. Unless I find something more. So technical page, it's some descriptions. Let's see. This part of the design could use some major animation. What sort of things would you like to see here? Descriptions of something, explanations of something. So what's in here then? Mail purging. How do you reduce the size of mail files, especially on server? Let's see. Oh, so that's the mail. So RFC 822 was the spec of the SMTP mail. The SMTP is simple mail transfer protocol. So when system A wishes to send to system B, A attempts to a network connection to port 25, email daemon, or system B. A simple text-based dialogue takes place between the two systems, and then the email message is sent. System B then places the the message in the recipient's mailbox. This is in the form of an append to a line-oriented text file. This file is usually on the mail host, but is sometimes placed in the recipient's home directory as a file name, incoming mail, or something similar. When a user reads email, they may either make a local copy of the file or log it and read it directly. In either case, any deleted or moved messages are removed by rewriting the file without the deleted or moved messages. Most mail agents programs to read mail file and sending messages can use folders to store messages. These are nearly always files identical in format to the original incoming mailbox. So nothing more specific. File and lock it and read it directly, or any deleted one moved. I was not thinking that this will be only for sending me mails, but yeah. So yeah, the simple dialog is the following. So connect on the domain via SMTP. Send mail ready. Hello. Pleased to meet you. Mail from someone. Sender is someone. Okay. Recipient to there. Yeah, that's okay. Then I said okay, and with the this and message accept full delivery, and it's sent. That's more of less of like of the protocol in a nutshell then. So usually just a simple communication in that case. Once the receiving system has accepted the email message, it writes a to file. The file is often located in mail folder, var spool mail or user spool mail. If it's held in a location other than the recipient's home directory, it is named with the recipient's login name. Here is a sample message in the mailbox file. So this is basically like the content of the email itself if you open the message source in that case. So from received by okay, not sure how I cannot explain the whole context of this. So it's received from the local host by some location. So basically this like how to say relaying the mail. I'm not sure. This is kind of the more complex part unfortunately. Then the date, from, ID of the mail to someone, size of the mail, and the text. A blank line is the very last line of the message. Second message in the file would start with from again. A colon shall be sufficient to use Alco Perl to list all messages in a file. So there are several port schemes that can be employed to reduce this space usage. Automatically generating messages should be sent or displayed at login when the mail file grows past the threshold. If the mail file is kept in the user's home directory, existing quota mechanisms should be sufficient. Here basic approaches to mail project in case of user will not clean it up. Copy the mail file to the user's home directory as mail and send 1106. Remove the original mail receipt should be disabled during this operation. The user can access the local mail file as a folder from most agents. And this effectively treats mail files like any other used file. Then, let's see, set a maximum number of messages and ports all before them. This works if most messages are about the same size. It can be done with Alco Perl or in C. Set its maximum size of the file in bytes. Retain all the latest messages within that size. Probably should be done in C. Set the maximum number of days to retain messages. This is what I recommend as it's simply a message expiration approach, which is easier for users to understand. Just to do this one in a language that permits date comparisons. If your system has the conv date program in the shell, you could program this in Horn or Bash or Perl. So yeah, basically you should just make sure that you can actually set up the way how you should actually destroy the old mail. Even though I would suggest like you should preserve all of your email and just store it somewhere that you can actually always have access to it. At least that's one of my goals. Sorry for the constant noises. Purge prime and then purge. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, how we restored you. This is what I was looking for. This is not what I wanted. Wish I had more info or none above. I would assume maybe not exactly what I wanted. I mean, it's still kind of useful, but it feels like this is just basically. Yeah, I can say that you can just like provide like how you can do it, but how it should be done. Like the actual examples are the problem in here. I think that's maybe the problem. But yeah, as time permits, the Polish prime might appear in here, so that kind of gives it. But yeah, when trying to check this definition, like to how to reduce the size of the mail files, usually there's like some other ways. Like for Outlook in this case, I think you have like an option for how to say it's cleaning up. Oh wait, compacting messages. So I think that that's like basically. I'm not sure if that's like compressing it, but it's apparently seems like it's just like basically deleting the messages overall. But for me, I think that's even dangerous because, yeah, if you actually want to skip some mail, like receipt, like for long term, it's better to just skip all of it, either way. Like discarding it is kind of always a mixed bag these days. Like you have like lots of things in that email that might be a reference to something in the future, like for some kind of how to say legal court issue, and then you're stuck. Okay, let me check. So for the shell programming, wait, what was this? So grep, f grep, e grep, f option lists. While left is heavily, not everyone uses the f option, which allows the patterns to be matched with to be held in a file. A few years ago, I had a reason to search for a lot of patterns, none of which were like regular expressions. So there's a file called finding the text containing dog, cat, bird, and you can search for these words in file a text by grep find it, and file a.txt. So basically, search the words from the one file to another, or basically like this. Yeah, for a grep at least. There seems to be like a limit of 400 lines, but not fully sure if that's actually changed or not. The general limits are higher, so yeah, that kinda makes sense. GN is still fine. And single quoting in awk, so let's see. I occasionally write SQL updates for Oracle by using awk with a data file. Many of the fields I use require single quoting, and a lot of people have asked how I get the quotes correct in awk. Let's say that I want to take a simple list of simple list of numbers and single quote them for no particular reason. 1, 2, 3, add my input file as standard input for now. I just provide 1, 2, 3 with no quotes. I try the following with and type 1, enter 2, enter, etc. Then awk print. Oh dear god, this is like quoting in a quote. Material lines should be repeated with single quotes. You might try simple forms of expressing single quotes, but this works for me. Well, I had like troubles with quoting like this, so this is quite heavy. Whatever lines you type should be repeated with single quotes. You might try simple forms of escaping single quotes, but this works for him at least. You may notice that this works for returning comments as well. For instance, okay, your name and my host and then print. Between the outermost single quotes, further single quoting has the effect of escaping out of awk and into the shell, so you can do all the commands. And if any of the checks done this way, you return more than one line. However, awk will fail. Be sure you will limit the number of lines to 1 in any embedded shell comments. Head -1 is one way. I know this might be like some kind of like security risk either. Like there were like at least for a few years already the situation with scripts like that could actually be exploitable in some way. But yeah, not much at this point. Why the hell it's like not doing anything like when it switched to the page with navigation? So that's awkward. But I think I know the reason. Maybe, let me check. If I can find it in here. Okay, there's one transition here that should last like 1 second for some reason. So if I try like this. So I have no idea if the transition. Oh wait, there is something. Oh, you can see that the transition now. It's very slow, but it's like the square animation. I mean, checkerboard, the checkerboard transition animation. Unless it's actually broken, or I'm not sure if it's in. Okay, it's still going. You can scroll up and down, but it's taking forever. It's really taking forever. At that point, you cannot read anything. I think this is the reason why most of the Internet Explorer on its transitions were not like that great. Like you had to wait like for so long to actually switch to another page, which is like blah. It's taking forever. Okay, I think I will skip this for now. Uh, let's see if there's anything like anything with some how to say clips maybe. Maybe this, and it's also GeoCities. I will build my church and not the gates of hell will build. Hey, wait. I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Matt 6 and 10, 18. Meaning his church will not be destroyed by the devil, bad members, and anti-Catholics until his return. Indeed, he is God. Uh, okay, can I expect something? Let's see if we can actually find something. Life is worth reading. Oh, I have a feeling that this won't be actually playable. Or maybe? Nope. I don't think that's possible at all. If I just like copy and paste this, it's probably not going to be found. It's another how to say. It's another how to say protocol that was not stored by Wayback Machine either way. Yeah, cannot be displayed, cannot be found. Click here for Babyfish Alta Vista. Yeah, for translation apparently. This is the usual like the original translation that was used like long ago before Google Translator came out. It was still kind of limited, and I cannot actually test it either way. But yeah, Alta Vista was the old search engine at that time. But I'm not sure if we can actually find something in here though. Let's check their directory, if they have any. Yeah, we'll go back to the computer section because this took a while. Oh, cannot display it. I think that we already know how this goes. Yeah, that's not going well. See, home is where Jesus lives. Thoughts of who? Who was this? Jonathan Kamenov, story scaffoldings. Just a plain simple text. Maybe not something specific by now. Anything else? Jesus fishnet. So what's this? Dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, fishnet. The most holy name of Jesus, current issues, graphics, Jesus Christ the true physician, Jesus Christ the true light, blessed Pope Pius IX. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Do not be carried away by all kinds of strange teaching. Hebrews, I think. I'm not sure. Oh wait, this is the link to the Vatican City, the mission, and the mail to Maranta, website design, and that's it. And this is the counter that's broken. So let's see the mission. The purpose of the website is to remind people to be faithful to the teachings of our Lord Jesus that we learned to the magisterium of the Roman Catholic Church, and the usual stuff, I guess. Most holy name of Jesus. Ooh. And the solitary effect again. Until it's gone. Oh. Okay, so I think we finally actually managed to find some page that has a meaning in this case. So the meaning seems to sound quite, I would say, very odd. So I'm not sure what's the fault in this case. It might be the machine itself. So I'll probably have to find some better sound engine in that case, if I can. I don't know. Okay, so for the warning from Jesus Christ, false Christs and false prophets will arise, and they will perform both signs and wonders so great as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. Lo, I have told you beforehand. So if they say to you, Lo, he is in the wilderness, do not go out. If they say, Lo, he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For just as lightning comes from the east and shines as far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Matthew 24:7. So, whole name of Jesus, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven given to men whereby we must be saved. Acts 4:12. Therefore exalted him to the highest place, and he gave him the name that is above every name, or above the name, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Phil 2:9-11. Like, yikes. Whole name of Jesus occurs 977 times in the Dwight Rhymes New Testament. Oh, the music stopped, finally. Jesus now, choose. Jesus now. Is this like a parody of Netscape? Because it looks like it. Oh, and Marita website design again. So we can already stick the recent meme with this, which is my graphical skills is my passion. That truly applies to this website. Oh, what's the now? Oh, okay, that's awkward. Like, look at this. You just hover it over here, and it's going to open a pop-up. This is something that I haven't seen anywhere. So we really nailed the, how to say, we really hit the mother load for awkward website. Actually, very, how to say, unique websites. More to say, not awkward, but unique. At least we should stick to that. So all hail of the Father Jesus' name, let the angels prostrate fall, bring for the royal diadem, and crown him Lord of the all. And yeah, for let's Skyward Swords tune the lyre, and as they tune it, fall before his face, who tunes their choir, and crown him Lord of all again. Then the feast name, whole name of Jesus, novena, whole name society, prayer cards, Jesus Christ, the true light. If I click this, oh. Ah. Okay, we'll keep that maybe for later, unless the link did actually disappear all of a sudden, but I don't think it should. We'll just keep it in there. We'll keep it for the end, maybe. Okay, so we had so we cleared this, and it's a MIDI file in here, so that's nice. Now for his feast day, let's see. Oh, that's gone. Not again. Okay, call name of Jesus. No, I have no idea what's novena in this case. I'm like assuming it's like a novel, but that makes no sense. Or maybe it's just like, I don't know. But this so the celebration of this novena commemorates the sudden healing of Miss Anne Mattingly, a parishioner of St. Patrick's Parish, on the feast of the Holy Name of Jesus, March 10, 1824. Miss Mattingly was reported to have been instantaneously and miraculously cured of cancer. Oh dear God. And when it comes to cancer and miraculously healing, we usually it gets very controversial, even to this date. So this gets kind of tough. So yeah, I assume that the doctors couldn't find any solution until how to say they got some blessing, I guess. So I just like praying, I assume. Ah. Oh, and again. Oh, again. Oh. Oh, at least there's a prayer card. I was thinking of this like true, how to say, like trading cards, not prayer cards. Like how to say, like I summon Jesus Christ, or the Almighty God, and I also append the how to say, um, the magic card church to give a higher blessing to just eliminate the other god by any chance. I don't think we can actually imagine like the board game or actually trading card game that involves religions. I think that's going to be very, very, very controversial and very, very heavy. But I think that's probably someone has made that already. It's still a possibility. So just plain simple card, 2 cents. Even though you could actually technically print this out. Order this item today. And if I do, oh, I mean for 2 cents, that's fine. Rare books, catechisms, should be fine for that. I think that's fine pricing for like sorry, just few dollars and cents. As long as it's not something scammy, as far as I'm aware. What's this warning? God will not bless our nation. As long as warning. As long as 500 babies are being killed by daily abortion. Hold on a second. Let me just pull this as wallpaper because that already feels like something that would fit for that. Okay, warning. As long as 3,500 babies are being killed daily by abortion, God will not LS our nation. Oh, bless our nation. 500 roll of this label from oral President May Louisville, yada yada yada. See us on web oralaw.org. So that's basically it. Oral.org. So that's the warning. Very, very awkward. So not something that I would suggest at this point. Another abortion is murder. Which instance worship. So what's this? Yeah. Catholic Church says yes, and the question of Roman Catholic. Is there anything more than an image, or that only those two were? I guess that's only it. In case for abortion, as far as I'm concerned, if there's a risk of either how to say either of the child or the mother being at risk of health issues, I think the abortion could be kind of acceptable because if someone actually gives a birth to a child that might have some defect, the mother we have to struggle for this for the long term, and that's not something that everyone can handle. So at that point, I would say there should be some reasons where abortion should occur, or especially for the situations for those for the children that are abused, like if you go like there's some underage girls that can actually could have suffered a lot if they were like assaulted by predators in that at point. So that's maybe the part that it should actually be aborted, because there's too much trauma and too much of trouble for maintaining in this case. So some cases abortion is unavoidable. If the birth of if we actually have a birth of if you're actually having like a normal birth and everything like that goes fine, then there's no reason for that. But if so, yeah, I'm kind of neutral about it. Sorry for the context about speaking about this. It's maybe not like the completely accurate opinion, but still. Yeah, I think that's enough for the ordering stuff in here, and it is part even. And back to this. The true light. May Jesus Christ, the true light, illuminate our understanding, so we always recognize Jesus Christ as the truth. Welcome. The navigation is controlled by the menu on the left side of the screen. After reading the brief introduction, click on the link to access the web page. The ignorance of the scripture is the ignorance of Christ. Throughout the Bible, many passages praise the true light. Oh dear God, this is like that. Prayer. Okay, that's quite inconvenient. Please don't tell me that you block everything in here. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we're done with that part. Oh wait, that's it. So what's this? Welcome. This website worships Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior, and also recognizes Him as the true physician. We're gonna menu item to open the sub menu, which I cannot even see at this point. Oh. Okay, I think I already can see how this goes. This is like literally just most of from the Bible itself, so that will take a while. So what about the graphics, maybe? Oh yeah, Jesus Fishnet graphics. The cross, what's this again? Ah, chalice. I cannot remember this. Oh, that's not found. Yikes. Go back. Blessed Pope. Pius the Ninth. What's with animations? What can we find here? Quick each graphic for full size animated version. Oh, ooh, this is nice. So let's see, what's this? Grace, truth. Grace and truth came from Jesus Christ. Holy name of Jesus. Even though it's not animated. What does it say to you in the darkness? Whenever it goes. What to say to you in the darkness? Oh dear God, that's slow. I mean, it's loaded completely by now. Oh dear God. Speak in the light. Anything else? Oh God, this is very slow animation. What you whispered. Oh, I think this is going to take forever. Or claim on the cow stops. Matthew 10:27. I think that's it then. The funny of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Oh. Oh wait, this is also animated. Yeah, Christ gracious to hear us. Let's see. What's this? Hey, actually, let's just open all of this in a separate window and then we'll just style it up. We'll see what can actually stay or not. And hopefully it won't actually break my proxy. Holy Spirit, Miguel animation, spiritual mercy, corporal, hell is sick, fruits. Okay, let's now set up the tiling. Oh, I'll keep this one off and then see horizontally or vertical. Okay, this should be kind of fine. Love, joy, peace, patience, lightness, goodness, faithfulness, sadness, self-control, corporal works of mercy, feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, clothe the naked, shelter the homeless, visit the sick, visit those in prison, bury the dead, bury the dead, sorry. Spiritual works of mercy, corner the sinner, instruct the ignorant, counsel the doubtful, comfort the sorrowful, bear words wrongs faithfully, forgive injuries, check for the long and for the living and the dead. Dear God, this font is very awkward. Okay. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, and held to the sick, for theirs is the kingdom of the heaven. Viva Cristo Rey. 7 sacraments. The guy getting burned. Novena to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The window. Okay, let me just close most of this now because they are just taking the space. Okay, it's still taking the space. Never mind. So the cross and the rings. Oh, then this is the segments actually. Like the 7. I'm not sure how many of them are there already. I cannot even remember which one. Oh, Baptist, Independence, Eucharist, Confirmation, Matrimony, the sacraments. Oh, okay, I cannot even figure it out. Yeah, so the numb, window, the burning guy, prayers, the colors, the Holy Spirit circle. Unless there's a grave reason to the contrary, a church in which the Blessed Eucharist is reserved to be open to the faithful for at least some hours every day so that they can pray before the Blessed Sacrament. These are the natural about the colors for this. I cannot remember, but I did see priests actually wearing the different colors of these scarves, so I think that applies to that. Anything else? Teams? I think this is basically just just like the theme layout for the website. Scripture is the quotes. And the wires I assume is just like some crosses or anything like that. Okay, I wild guess, but yeah, crosses. Some are nice. I think this one is like this one specifically. Maybe this one kind of maybe awkward with the dots, but yeah. But yeah, I think we are done for today with streaming and all that. Who watched this, bless you in some way, even though I'm not basically being religious anymore, so it should be fine. So overall, let's finish this off with playing the mini and the screensaver being gone. So let me just... Oh, damn it. Well, I just need to go back and find this damn thing again. What was it? What was it? Jesus fish. Wait, no. Ah, that's it. Just like this. Okay, let's play it. Actually, let me just start the screensaver soon and do the final message. So yeah, thanks for staying and watching this. Don't expect that all my opinions are actually even correct and all that, but I'm trying to learn to be like basically neutral to most of the stuff as much as I can. I am not usually like I'm not even still able to figure out how should I say things properly, so take everything with a grain of salt, I guess. But yeah, thanks for staying, thanks for watching. We hope we'll see you in a few weeks again. I cannot actually determine if it's going to be like in another 2 weeks or not. So yeah, enjoy the music and enjoy the screensaver. Is this going to set? Oh shit, I forgot to say one more thing. That's it and bye.